Good morning. Today I want to share Proverbs 12, verse 25, which says, "Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word makes it glad." Yesterday, as I got in my car, I was getting ready to leave for work, and just before I pulled out, a FedEx truck came down the road and stopped just past my car. So I could not back out and go the way I wanted to go. And I couldn't have backed out the other way because this truck was sitting in the middle of the road, so I wouldn't have been able to get around him because we live on a narrow road. So I just decided I'll just sit here and be patient and wait. And he was in the truck for a little while and then came out with two boxes, went up to the house next to us, put them both down, set them side by side, took a picture, picked up one of the boxes, and he walked it down to another to another house on our road, and then came back and got in the truck. But he didn't leave. He continued to sit there. And I was starting to become anxious that I'm going to be late for work because I had already been sitting there waiting to pull out for at least 5 minutes. And so I waited for a while thinking he's just sending it the text or the email to let them know that the package had been delivered. But I finally grew impatient and tapped my horn gently, and he immediately pulled forward and I could get out. And so I'm on my way to work, and a few minutes after I get going, I get behind an oil truck who was going at a good speed, but suddenly put his four-way flashers on and slowed down. And I immediately heard that anxious thought in my head, oh great, now you're really going to be late. And almost as soon as that happened, I felt the Lord's presence. And I, out loud in my car, just took that deep breath, smiled, and said, "Thank you, Lord, you're protecting me from something. I know that, I've been delayed and I'm having to go slow, so I don't know what would have happened up the road here, but I will gladly go slow and, thank you for protecting me." And as soon as I verbalized the good words and praising him, my anxiety disappeared. I was no longer afraid of being late for work. I figured if I'm late, but I'm safe. And shortly after, the truck turned off his four ways and started going the normal speed and then turned off. And I was able to continue on at the normal speed limit, wasn't going to speed, and made it to work right on time. And as I walked into work, I couldn't help but smile and say another, "Thank you, Lord," because he knows I do not like being late. I prefer to be early. And even though I had these delays, I still made it right on time. It was probably about a minute early. That was about it. But I was just thankful. And so when I read that verse this morning, that's immediately what I thought of. That there are times we have things that delay us or that cause us to become anxious. And instead of allowing these delays or these inconveniences to cause us to become worried or frustrated or angry, I just want to encourage you, take a breath. Remember that God is with you. He knows all about whatever you're going through, and he knows why it's happening. And just thank him for his protection, thank him for his presence, and thank him for an opportunity to show his love to somebody else. God bless and have a great day.